everyone, this is Jenny from the Nurture Bubble, and I'm here today with Tori Axisa from Tori Axisa Intimo to have a chat. My first ever video recording with someone. It's very exciting.
I feel so honoured. Thank you.
So thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Last week I came to see Tori and had my first ever private bra fitting session. It was so lovely, so much better than my previous experiences. And as I was leaving, Tori handed me a card that was a reminder about breast care. And so we had a chat and decided that October, as you may know, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we wanted to do something a little bit to help promote and support that very worthy women's business. So here we are.
Thanks, Jenny. Thank you for having me. And I just felt like it really spoke to exactly who you are at Becoming More and the Nurture Bubble, because self-care is something that can have this big looming, worry around it for a lot of women, because it is just another job to add to their list and their workload, and it just really seemed to align with what you do and how we implement doing your breast checks as a form of self-care. And it doesn't have to be a big scary thing. It's just a small moment in the month where you can really look after yourself and take that time for your self-care.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a different way of thinking about self-care.
Yes.
And we all know how hard that is, as you say, to actually get some self-care happening. But what's more important than looking after your own body and seeing that as a self-care? And I know, breasts come in all shapes, sizes, as we all know, as we can see, and we know.
Yes.
And I know for me, I don't ever really remember chatting with anyone about anything to do with my breasts, And I've actually had very lumpy breasts all my life, so that's a different challenge than what other people have. And another reason why it's really important to get to know your breasts and what is normal for you.
Exactly right, and that's exactly the message that we are so passionate about driving home. It's not about looking for a cancer or looking for a lump. It's actually just about knowing what your normal is and getting in the habit of being aware of your body. And I think that can be difficult for a lot of women, because we have grown up in a society which tells us to be a little bit shameful of our bodies and not to touch, and sometimes it's hard to look at our bodies, because of all the social conditioning. So, it is just about knowing what your normal is. And for a lot of women who perhaps haven't been doing their breast check for a very long time, or may never have done a breast check before, they will have no idea what their normal is. So it can take, as we know, up to 4 or 5 months of doing a regular breast check before you know, okay, this is what my breasts are like, and then you can start noticing if there's any changes. And of course, if there are any changes, we just go straight to the doctor and get the medical opinion.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm thinking, as you said that even just within our cycle of hormonal changes, our breasts change as well. Yeah. So another reminder about checking at maybe the right time, or recognising why hormonal changes may make a difference to what your breasts are feeling like as well.
Yeah. That's a great point, Any advice that I give to the clients that come through is, if they're still having a cycle, check their breasts on the first day of their cycle. If not, the first day of the month is always an easy one to remember. There's always the first of every month. And I'll often do, a social post on the first of the month saying, just a reminder, do your monthly breast check, because preferably on the same day every month, just so you have that consistency, because like you said, we have changes throughout the month.
Yeah, for sure. That's good. A reminder, such a good reminder. And I think, what you said about that, it's almost like it's a taboo conversation, isn't it, to talk about your breasts? Or I personally don't really, as I said, recall having a chat with anyone about my breasts.
Yeah. Well, now we have big boobies in the studio, so you just can't miss it.
It's so wonderful. It's so great.
Yeah.
And is this, you gave the card, the breast B breast aware card, which you
Yes,
might
yeah.
see behind us. Is that something you give everybody, or is that something because it's October?
In fact, this is something that we're doing because it is October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but we actually do attach a swing tag to every bra that gets delivered across Australia and New Zealand, which has a 3-step check on it to show you how to do your own manual breast check. And we remind our customers to put it up on their bathroom mirror or in their lingerie drawer as a visual reminder to do your monthly breast check. And that's something we've been doing month in, month out for the last 15, nearly 20 years, I think.
That's fantastic, isn't it? It's so good.
Yeah.
I think it comes back to that, it's habit, practicing and getting good at habits, and they
Yes.
take a while to get better at. But it's that we need all those prompts
Yeah.
to get the habit consolidated, don't we?
Yeah.
Because, habits are really hard.
That's it.
You're in the shower or, and it's like you're just busy to get out because you've got so many other demands on you that it feels like, I can't do that, it's going to take too much time.
Yes.
But the reality is, it probably doesn't take that much time.
No. We're talking about 10 minutes a month, and we're
Yeah.
talking about something that when we catch breast cancer in stage 1, we have a 90% chance of survival. Stage 4 is a 16% chance. So we're talking about 10 minutes a month for a huge change
Yeah.
in potential of being able to have that early intervention if there
Yeah.
is a cancer.
Yeah.
And best case scenario, there is no cancer and you've taken some time to slow down, be with your body, and just really focus on yourself for 10 minutes a month.
Yeah.
That's just best case scenario. And worst case scenario means, that we are able to get that intervention a little bit faster.
Yeah, for sure. That's such a great message and reminder. We surely can make 10 minutes out of our month, once on the first of every month,
Yes.
to do this.
Yeah.
And I think, thinking of myself, I now have regular mammograms,
Yes.
but they're every 2 years.
Correct.
And so there is a little bit of a tendency to be a bit remiss about that in-between time, because that's sort of, so this is a great reminder for me that, that's actually not enough. That you need to be doing this on a very regular basis. And I know that there are more and more people being diagnosed with cancer, and breast cancer is definitely one of them. And so the more we can do to just put that, as you say, self-care, body, future self,
Yes.
looking after ourselves, it's as important as what we're eating and what
Correct.
we're, all of the other parts of things that we do for our bodies. So it seems like such a simple thing. Why is it so hard? Any insight?
It is hard. It is hard because, especially for women, I think that we have this conditioning that tells us that slowing down is not good. You've got to be productive and you've got to do all the things and you've got to be and do. But, taking care of yourself is actually the most selfless thing that you can actually do, especially if you're a woman with a family or if you work and people rely on you, or I read this great quote this morning, and it was something along the lines of, you're the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Like, look after her. It's really, you're not going to spend time with anyone else more than you spend with yourself.
Yeah.
So take the time to look after her. And it is hard though, because it forces us to slow down, and that goes against our social programming of being productive and getting shit done, which is what everybody wants. It's all hustle culture, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So something like this has the ability not only for you to just get in touch with your body, be in touch with your feminine, but also just has great health implications as well. So it's just do it is our message. Just start doing it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to know exactly how to do it. If you want to know how to do it, we have some great resources which I can share with your listeners on actually how to perform your own breast check. But just start.
And that reminder about looking after ourselves, women often are the holders of many other people's well-being.
True.
Busy, you are the multitaskers, you know, extraordinaire, aren't we? And so if that person that's holding everything can't look after themselves well, then that has a big impact. Not necessarily like what we're talking about, cancer or awareness of cancer, but just in so many ways, big impact. If that person starts to get so tired and exhausted and stressed, that impacts everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
So that self-care message and breast care message do align really nicely, don't they? And I think that any opportunity to do some self-care is obviously, as you know, one of my big passions. About bringing awareness about the importance of self-care, and not always big stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. So how lovely. We've got 10 minutes a month.
Yes.
Big self-care moment, because you're looking after your own health and doing the right thing for you to help you feel good as well. And you'll feel great knowing that you've done that.
Exactly.
Because maybe you worry about it and you're a bit scared to get started on it. But the more we can do it, the more we'll know our breasts, the more we know what's normal. And maybe we will start chatting.
Yes, I mean that would be my dream. I hand out little cards to people and I say, pass this on to a friend, talk to your friends about their breast health, and I get these looks and people go, I'm not talking to my friends about boobs. But I hope one day that we do get to a point where it is actually normal to talk to our teenagers and to talk to our friends and ask them, have you done your breast check this month? You know, how are you feeling? You know, actually I've been really busy, actually I've missed it, but I'm going to go home and do it today. Because we need that village surrounding us to remind us to do our self-care and to check in with ourselves, because life does get busy and it's hard to keep on top of it all by yourself. And I think what you said about just doing regular efforts of self-care where it's not a huge effort, because that's a thing in itself, isn't it? You know, I've got to take 2 hours out today to go and do this big thing, and I know I'm going to feel better for it, but it's 2 hours. It's just all too much. Do your regular moments. With your breast check, you can do it when you're still laying in bed for the first half of it. You know, you don't even have to get out of bed to do your self-care. So those really small moments that take a small amount of effort, they do stack up over time. Yeah,
that's so great. And I was thinking, you know, when I was coming here today, it's like, I think the message is, they're your breasts, you need to own them, and you need to care for them.
I love that.
Because it's like, that is the message. It's no one else's responsibility. We do have to take ownership of it, don't we? And do our bit, and make ourselves that priority, which everyone will get better at as we do it more.
That's right, and the more that we do it and the more that we discuss and say, yeah, I'm actually doing this for myself, that liberates other women to be able to go, oh, you can do that? Oh, I could do that. And so we all get to tap into that a little bit more.
Won't that be fabulous? So if people are looking for some resources because they don't know how to do it, maybe can you share from your perspective where they can get some good help?
Absolutely. On our Instagram, on our Love Intimo Instagram, and also on my Instagram, Tori Axisa, you'll find, I think it's a 3-minute reel, and it will explain exactly how to do your breast check.
Great. That's so helpful, isn't it? Because, you know, it's like, I can't talk about it, so how do I do it, you know? And so hopefully this has been a prompt, a reminder, a gentle nudge toward helping us to look after our bodies and incorporating self-care into our own wellness. It's just another way of doing that, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you so much, Tori. Thank you for being my first interviewee.
Thank you. It was absolutely
Maybe we'll do this again.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
Well, pleasure. So that's it from us. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk soon.